Welcome in, everybody. It's good to see everybody in chat. Meanwhile, welcome in. It's that time again. We're doing it a little bit earlier this week just because of wasn't able to do it on the Friday, but we've still tonight going to have 3 games for you guys. Custom games. That'll be ListerBungi live, and the password will be 11111. I liked what we did last week where we put a poll out to you guys just to see what you wanted on that third map, so I think I'm going to do the same again tonight. So I'm going to put a poll out for what map do you want for the third and final game. So that's going to be Sunder or Sunset. And there's that poll. It should have popped up in chat for you, so just let us know. And that's the map that we'll play on that. Everything was going wrong for Joshua on that end, so hopefully, but thankfully, we've been able to get everything back up and running. And then we've got that first lobby now filling up, and we've got Exile in here. So we've got the Zoom, I'm Sad, and Axel. Looks like all name changes from then. Alam in there as well. Looks like we've got Wire in here. Ones to watch out for. And Nori. So we've got Vinny, Dan. And a Rated E lineup in here as well. And more Exile players. It looks like Exile's going to be all over this lobby tonight. I'm doing pretty well, Miwa. It's always good to see you guys to pop off, as I'm sure you will tonight. Got a Nori in here, I know. You two. A bit of friction. So it'll be good to see in that first game who's going to take this first one. You got 45 in that first room now. With 25 left to go. Actually, as well, in the earlier this week, I put out a poll on the, not a poll, what you call a community post earlier on the channel. In chat, it was asking, who do you think the welcome in SN Music, good to see you in again. Hello. I don't know if everyone saw it, but the community poll was asking the question, who do you think the best individual player in Farlight is right now? We had some interesting answers. I mean, who would you put on that list for the best player individual on Farlight right now? As I'll let you know what they were saying on the community post. Oh yeah. So on the community post, we had a few votes for Fadu. Legend Scrims. It's me, right? Well, let's see. On this list. We had Fadu on PC. Does everyone agree with that one? He got 2 votes, actually. 2 people said him. And 1 person actually called out Fadu for apparently cheating. I don't know where he's getting his information from, but yeah, that's what he said about that. And two people voted for me. So I've yet to see me in the lobby, but if me is apparently a really good player. We got a vote for YouTube Freddy, who I've not seen in these lobbies for a long time. And a vote for Rampage Streamer as well as the best player. And for mobile, we had Kaib, which I don't think we've seen him in any of these custom games to test him out. I know he does like to run ranked solo, but that first room has filled up now, so if you didn't get yourself in there, that of course means that we can bring across Joshua. I'm hoping his mic's working now. You there, Joshua?
I am here. Please tell me you can hear me. Chat?
I can hear you.
Anyone?
Yep.
Thank God. If you can hear me, chat can probably hear me too.
Yeah.
That's pretty reassuring.
We got you. It was a bit of a worry there for a moment. Everything's sorted on your end.
Yeah, I don't know. Everything was like going out of its way to just be inconvenient. Like my PC wasn't starting, and then my mic wasn't starting. I restarted my PC, and then my PC wasn't starting again, and then it started finally, and then finally everything, was sorted. But yeah, just a little bit last second going, oh, are we gonna make it? And yeah, well, we're here.
A nice change of pace. It's normally me who's having the technical issues, so.
Yeah, no, once switching up, taking the place of the just once in a while. My excitement for this game is quite high, though. Saw a lot of good teams. There was like 2 Exile teams. There was a Nori, a whole bunch of people.
It's good to see that a lot of the regulars now having multiple lineups as well. So
it's always good to have players and also having backup players as well, getting practice and playing consistently as well. So definitely very much agreed. And good old auto spectate is starting.
And that of course means we can go straight over. Game number 1 in tonight's viewer games, joined by Joshua, creator of Legend Scrims, and myself, ListerBungi, and we'll be following a team Raccoon, squad number 10. As the camera pans over to Command HQ, and Exile, that lineup that you were talking about, got themselves a nice secluded spot to do their looting.
Yeah, definitely what you want to do in this situation. Just kind of chill. Hope that you can get to some good loot. I mean, look all around them. They had 3 gold chests around them. They have a respawn in case they need it. There's so much stuff they can do in that area. So while it's not a named location, actually it may be. It's there's still a lot of utility there.
Yeah, they do have all names. Do you remember when we were talking to the guy who made the wiki? And I'm pretty sure that's the same thing on this, but they just don't mark it on every place. And I don't know what that place is called, but I'm sure it does have a name.
Yeah, no, you're gosh, that was fun. I don't know. I love that there's always just like a little bit extra that is kind of hidden there. I assume if we were like gliding in, we'd see it. It's probably not like a main named location, but definitely like a sub location name. We see a pretty big fight here in Refinery here. So many different layers of this map, so it's going to be a lot of interesting situations here. It's 11 and 18.
11 and 18. A triple set. I'm sure I saw this guy on TikTok earlier this week. Julio. I imagine that it is pronounced there. Just absolutely obliterating this team out of Refinery, but it's going to be no rest for them because there's Team 3 over there to deal with as well.
Yeah, you've got so many teams in this area here. You actually also have Team 15 kind of on the side there. But I think the main person that we kind of got to look at here is just going to be Blix. Going to have a lot of pressure close right now. Also, Lucinda hopefully going to be able to use an ultimate here and just try to disengage us. But instead, we see Julio here popping off and getting so much damage up there. Fly Me, we're going to swap over to now. And they're in a fight with a Nori. Dan already low.
And Fly Me, as we said at the beginning of this map, Nori, one of those teams that do mainly find themselves at the end circle, but Fly Me giving them a bit of trouble here, Josh.
Yeah, and that res just gets used here by Cyrex here. So, I mean, if his team's in the area, this is going to be the one that they would have gone for. But instead, you're going to just see Bopa snapping Turtle here, pushing right towards Fly Me here. They might just try to aggress on this and see if they can get something out of it. Maybe they think that there's a third party to happen here, but it's clearly just going to be a one-on-one fight at this point.
Looks like a one-on-one fight, and he did isolate Zopas. Running out into the open, though, and it wasn't a one-on-one fight. It was the whole team ready to shoot him down and to his back. And Fly Me are going to be ones to watch out for on this map for sure. Just on the outside of the zone, though, as again the camera panning right back over up to Squad 18, who've got a member of Cave in there as well as that Ace 777 player that we were just talking about at the opening there.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun when you have teams, like mixed teams like this here. And I mean, in general, they've already started off good. 7 kills to the names there. Refinery, obviously a very action-packed location, but now we're seeing Team 6 here playing pretty forward here. Going to be getting onto Koro here.
Koro there, he was probably feeling pretty confident because you just looked at that. And the kill feed, he'd just taken out a team, but was a little too confident and ran straight into another 2 players. You do often see this on these maps where players will sometimes, whether or not they're just used to running ranked, but a lot of people just running out in the open like that and not really checking where they're at in relation to the other players on the map there. Monera, another great team, I'm pretty sure from LATAM. Cave, EMs, Blix, Blitzing, Extaz, and they're going to take that loot for that there. But they're going to have to watch out for team number 8, who are behind them as well.
Oh, that's why. I was trying to disconnect from my VPN. It turns out I wasn't connected to it in the first place. So this is NA ping most likely. I'm sitting there. Why is it not letting me disconnect? I'm like all tabbing out. Sorry, that was on me, guys. I figured I might as well just try to fix things, but yeah, no, that wasn't me.
I was going to say I didn't know if that was because you couldn't hear me for a second there. I did notice that the game tabbing in and out just was. I'll let him deal with it. And okay, so it was the we're in an NA lobby, so that's why your ping's probably going to be again high. So.
Yeah, that's my bad. I was thinking to myself, like, was I not on the VPN? Okay, well, let's go disconnect from the VPN anyway, because, you know, I'm casting now. And then I go and I'm like, what the heck? Why is it not showing it there? Like, I'm like, oh, is it frozen? Like, oh, man, I felt a little silly there, I'll be honest. But thankfully, things are looking up. We're 8 kills here for Fly Me, and things are looking pretty good for them. They've got purple shields to their name there, and they've got Wire down. That's Wayne.
Yeah, that Ween and Furin. Hey, I'm going to guess that that's Miwa with a name change. They are going to be able to get that res on to Ween, though, as Fly Me do come down. The ultimate from Fly Me's bow comes out, and a vision, a nightfall, sorry, to blind them. And Ween, who was up, is back down again, leaving 2 members of Wire to escape. And we're over to Rocky Zone, where Exiles Ember has got something. He's trying to blind the enemy team.
Ooh.
And he's able to, gets the drop. Yeah. Got to be spooky when you see that Ember flying over there. That's very aggressive.
Yeah, like it just speeds him up there and he gets right in there. Definitely not what you see typically from Ember. Usually using that quite defensively, obviously. But Exile coming out on top of that one there. It was looking not the best for Frozen, but obviously that Nightfall, as you said, just so crucial.
So crucial indeed. Can we just get a look at where the map's pulling here as we... This... Okay, there we go. So we've got the zone at the bottom, and this M16, Maggie has been floating up in the air like that every time we've pulled over to them there. Taking out players I can't even name.
Oh, but looking like they might get taken out as well. Oh, if there's a team that's going to take him out, it's definitely... This one here is a top one. Blix and Julio coming in aggressively.
There we go. Julio coming in aggressively as the team try to fend him off. The M16, Maggie floating around as Phantom tries to respond and take down Julio, and he just managed to. Just as he dies, M16 getting the last bit of health, but we've gone back over to Fly Me. As we said, they've got themselves into zone more towards the south, and pipping off Moz. Oh, lovely bit of flying on that jump pad and getting in the fire too. 12 kills as well.
Look at these guys as well. 11 kills, 12 kills. Both teams that we've just seen in action, just absolutely causing havoc in this lobby. Obviously, we see a pretty even split on both sides there. It was a 4-4-3 on Team 18, and I believe Flyme had 4-4-4. So just everyone, like every single player that's been on this kill feed, just playing very evenly. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's looking like as well. This Team 18's one out to look out for, and as we said, Fly Me down at the south, one to look out for, as though it looks like they're coming up. I think they were Team 14, and they are pushing up onto Team 8 there, as you can see slightly in the map. But look who's just pulled up into that Team 18's path. It's Exile, and they've got a great position here, Team 18, haven't they, Josh?
Yeah, no, absolutely a great position, holding them in there, but just also playing very forward here at the same time. But we might see a bit of a third party here. Maybe they heard some bullet shots ahead, or they're just on that chase for Monera here.
It looks like that is at least what two of them are going to do. The Ember just going to hang back, it looks like there, and keep that. I know he looked like he maybe potentially went back for something. He's going to hold that and push Monera out. They're not absolutely just
so
not going to
quick.
let up. It's not going to let up.
Absolutely. Like, just constant aggression. Just like, all they can do is exactly what they did. Just run straight into zone just to get away from them. Like, if there's anything that's going to do consistent enough damage in a fight against Flyme, it's going to be the zone. Let's be honest.
It doesn't look like Flyme are going to... Oh, there they find Shiz. Looks like he was AFK or... But that teammate have managed to run into zone and towards a respawner as well, so I'm guessing we are going to see them back in. But look where we're back over. Team 18 off that podium and chasing down
They're just
Exile.
right beside that other fight too as well, so it's going to be an interesting chance for a third party to come out here too as well.
Able to steamroller over at least one player from Exile. They're more going down though as a bow ultimate, causing them to scatter. They're running into zone themselves for safety on the back burn a bit, covering their tracks with the molly there. And look how many
It really
people
is
are
all you
there.
can do though. Like, that's so rough. Look how far into zone the Monera player has gone now. Exile is trying to play in that high ground there, but it looks really tough for Yulio in this situation.
Yulio.
There's a Buzzy. Did you see that Buzzy from Blix? I saw it just fly up. It picked up somebody.
We'll shortly be able to hopefully tell you who that was as Yulio just goes down and Flyme have to get out of zone, and that is gonna... Yeah, the rest of them still, they're just covering their back as they have to get around this mountainside as the zone just starts to push everybody out, and it's gonna be hurting quite a bit at this time.
Okay, one person is in zone right now. Soon to be two, Monera playing for zone right now. Absolutely, but everyone else gonna have a tough time here now if you think about it, because Flyme, they're gonna have to get they're gonna have great cover onto Team 18 here, and if Monera's smart about this, they could just full hold Exile. But obviously, there's two Exile fronts coming from both sides here. Gonna have to see which of those can come out on top. But Team 18 also doing some great self-preservation, getting Yulio back up into this match.
It looks like that was where the where that Buzzy that you mentioned earlier came from, but they are still in zone, and as you said, Flyme are waiting for them. Obviously, that the zone disadvantage here, they're going to play this really smart and be able to evade any fire coming from Flyme, who are just waiting to eradicate Team 18 here.
Yeah, you know they've got to have at least some eyes on the kill feed. They're waiting to see them die in zone, but obviously they haven't seen it, so maybe they decided, oh, did they go around the other way? Is that possible? Not really, but maybe in their heads they've decided that, and Exile putting enough pressure on them to make them not consider it at all anymore. Exile's lost one, they've lost two, that's both of them down there, but we might see a third party. No, it's looking like it's going to be chill. They're the only team in zone, and now the drop's coming in as well.
That giving Team 18 the chance to push in, but they are around that mountain, choosing not to go through that choke, and probably we're not expecting that third party, and now Flyme are going to go after that second Exile team from the safety of the rooftop. Exile having to put down those Ember tacticals to blind them and get those shots off, and they've just got that recapture up. That's 3+ players on Exile, but if Zoom gets shot out of the sky, it was almost useless. It's going to push them back. They're going to push aggressively now on top of Exile. Are they going to be able to do anything though now? I'm sad gonna get chased first, goes down, and then there's one member of Exile left, and it's Axel. Puts up the night vision and tries to take out Bo. It's a fall. The Sparky does go down though. Axel does, and that's Exile out. Fly Me gonna be able to, but look who's coming, Josh.
Oh, and they're not giving them any time at all here. It's going to be Team 18. They've been a star in this match this whole time here. Blick's got the forward. He's got the ultimate out here. They've got some vision erosion out here to counteract that a little bit. But there's so much pressure, and the zone's right on their back. Look at the shields come back up, though.
The shields come back up. It may be the hope of Fly Me back in this game. But Team 18 are dangerously low. They lose their Momoy now. They're going to have to push back. Bo Ultimate's going to push them back too. And now come the team. They know exactly where they are. Julio tries to dash around, but is he going to survive? No, he's not. Fly Me, take him out. And they're going to look for the last final member of Team 18 who've been the thorn in Fly Me's side this game.
The zone is getting pulled here right now. It's going to be right on their back there. They've got to get out of this little cubby here. Otherwise, they're going to have a trouble here. Team 8 might have just won this with this zone pull. Oh, it stops right here. But is it enough? Can they get around?
Oh my, put up an absolute valiant fight there, and it's Monera who's going to take the ire of Fly Me now. They are split a little bit and trapped a little bit by the zone. So we go, there we go. One member of Fly Me down, and Monera could do it here potentially, Josh, if we get look at there we go.
Oh, they've got this. They've got it.
Oh my god, that was not expected.
Not at all. We saw them in an earlier engagement at Rocky Zone, and they had to disengage and get out of that one there, and they were playing so deep in zone, managing to rotate, the first team to rotate into zone, surprisingly. All things considered, everyone just got so locked up, so engaged with everything else that they managed to come out on top. Just positioning, being able to get that time dominator as well, absolutely crucial.
And to pull that over there, that's why battle royales are that random element of them being able to pull in their Fly Me though, almost completely robbed there. It seemed like they were doing the most in that lobby. Every time we came over to them, they had a team that they were fighting, whether it was one of those Exile lineups or it was in fact Nori, or I know Wire were in there earlier, but you know, unfortunately it's going to be Monera who takes this one.
Yeah, we saw so many teams with high kills there, but what it comes down to a lot of the times is getting that victory, and 6 kills is all it took in this situation, and they come out on top. It's just positioning and awareness, and all around some really impressive play in this game here, I'd say.
It most definitely was. And we're going to go over to the casting desk, and we'll just read back on chat what people have been saying as you get that game started off. Okay, what have we got?
This lobby is going to be in Paris, by the way, for sure this time.
Okay, so we're going to be on an EU lobby here. I know I can see a few people in chat talking about the ping. SN, I know you are in the MENA area, but I'm not going to insult your intelligence about how obviously ping is going to work, but depending on what server you're in, that is going to be high for you. And we do usually cater to the EU and NA, so we are usually in those servers. Hopefully the EU server is going to be a little better for you, but if it is in the NA, we do that. And based on the player base that we do have here, that's why we do usually do it with the EU and NA and not the MENA lobby. So unfortunately for you, that is going to just be the case on some of these lobbies. So that second room is essentially Josh has just gone off and he started that second room up there. And I completely forgot to ask if he'd set up the random zone pool there actually, because I know there is. If anyone in chat has ever created a custom room and clicked on the pull, make the random zone pull. If you know what that is, when we bring Josh, we'll ask him again there anyway. But there was not much difference that I noticed on that one. It was enabled, but I didn't notice anything too different. And Josh can elucidate as well. Oh, it says disabled on that first one. Okay. Okay then. So that wasn't actually enabled on that one. So we will actually see if anyone does know what that does anyway beforehand. Maybe you'll know what that one is. I wish we could switch servers because EU has over 200 ping. That's the third map that will probably be sunset as we're looking at the poll now there as well, Josh. We are at 70%. But still time to change that round. I won't take that down until after the second game here. Manera have come back into the room. Now will Wire or Fly Me or Inori be chasing them down after what potentially some could call a lucky win, a lucky with this time dominator, lucky with the how the zone went there, lucky with that third party on Fly Me who had to fend off everyone. But we'll see if they're able to take this second room as well. As that room begins to fill up, we have 20 in here. SM Music, as I said, we do prioritise the NA and EU. You feel free to leave. If you continue on like that, we are going to mods, if you want to time him out, if he does carry on like this. The ping is obviously an issue for everybody. We have a growing player base at the moment, so as I said, we try to cater for everyone with the time being of what we're doing here. Try and go to between NA servers, EU servers, and of course the ping will pull relative to where you are for that. But unfortunately, no, we don't normally do MENA rooms here. Yeah, thanks for that one. So we got 35 in. And filling up quick. In fact, actually, just when people were starting to get tilted a little bit, we did. Josh and I were talking about people, obviously, if it's with ping or thinking that you've been the victim of a cheater who's taken you out of the game. And instead of, well, you get two choices. Josh actually made a little graphic on this. I'm going to just pull up there for you. In terms of what your choices are here. You are dead, or your ping's higher in this case. You can crash out, report a flame, or reflect on what the situation is there and look for other ways they could have won or why the ping might be high there. But this is what we want to go for a little more than what we want to. We don't want to be doing this too much. And as we wait for that first room to fill up, it did actually come up with a little graphic to help everyone to reset after these lobbies, potentially. And this is what we came up with. How many of you have ever done box breathing? But it's always good to reset after a game if you're a bit tilted. So just everyone, just take a breath. You can follow the on-screen instructions here. The password there is going to be 111111. That's 6 ones. And just let it go. Just we can chill. The password there again, Cresto. 11111111. It is also pinned on the chat. And just listen to the sage advice there of Uncle Iroh.
You will come to a better place. It is important to draw wisdom from many different places. If we take it from only one place, it becomes rigid and stale. Understanding others, the other elements, and the other nation will help you become whole.
It is usually best to admit mistakes when they occur, and to seek to restore honor.
Perfection and power are overrated. I think you are very wise to choose happiness and love. Sometimes life is like this dark tunnel. You can't always see the light at the end of the tunnel, but if you just keep moving, you will come to a better place. Just keep moving. You will come to a better place. Just keep moving. You will come to a better place.
People see me and think I'm weak. They want to take care of me. But I can take care of myself by myself.
You sound like my nephew. Always thinking you need to do things on your own without anyone's support. There is nothing wrong with
Welcome in, Morgan.
who love you, help you.
I hope everyone's breathing.
Nothing wrong
And breathe it in.
with letting people who love you help you. Sometimes life is like this dark tunnel. You can't always see the light at the end of the tunnel, but if you just keep moving, you will come to a better place. Just keep moving. You will come to a better place. Just keep moving. You will come to a better place.
Hopefully we're all feeling a little better now, a little calmer. Reset for that second game here. I'm ready to play the game in front of us. Hopefully you enjoyed that. Just feeling a little bit more chilled out now. Just reset. We've got 59 in the lobby. One lucky player left to fill the spot, and we're going to start the room. And there then we can bring back over Joshua. A lot more random teams in this one, it seems. We've still got Monera, we've still got Wire, we've still got Anori. We've got Syrax in here as well. The second Exile Fly Me still in here as well. Rated E. Fire. Just a reminder, Monera did take that game. Fly Me definitely going to be chasing them down in this lobby. We just wait for that final player to join so we can get started here. No, Zach isn't in here, unfortunately. And there we go. Game number 2 has started. That means we can bring Joshua back. I hope you were following along there, Josh. Having a little breathe. Resetting.
I'm so reset. Like, I was, after that game, after seeing Monera hold the zone and win, I'm sure a lot of teams were feeling like, you know, they could have gone one direction than the other. So I'm glad you redirected that a little bit, because sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do. Trashing out, isn't it?
It is definitely not. And as well, a much overlooked thing that you need to, with games, like, people can go back into games tilted. They're not playing the game that's in front of them. But you've got to put that one behind you and play the board in front of you, as it were, if I'm using a chess analogy. Very few people do actually do that, and instead they get tilted, and then it becomes a downward spiral. But you do need to reset after losing games and things like that.
Absolutely. One of those things that I don't know. I've definitely found myself getting a little bit more tilted sometimes in other games. Obviously, I don't know. Farlight's one of those games where I can play it consistently and, you know, always just find areas to improve. So it's definitely one of the things that makes things a lot better about this game. Is I just feel like like, if I die, so what? There's definitely somewhere I can at least gain some knowledge of it. You know, it's like, so what? I died. Whatever. I'll be better soon.
Yeah.
Tell me they're gonna point out my flaws for free? Thank you.
One of those things as well, I think those are the games that you're talking about sometimes, is down to the fact that you're not actually playing with a regular team, and it is randoms, I think, that can sometimes get us tilted, which potentially is what is going to happen in some of these games if you are watching and they're a regular clan. As you can see, some of the clans do love to pop in, like Stubby there from Rated. Hello, welcome in. And they're obviously going to be able to play to each other's strengths and know what they're doing a little more. But game number... Welcome in, Dwayne. How did you find us today? Hopefully you'll be able to get in this game, and we're just about to start game number 2 of tonight's viewer games. And we've landed in with Monera, last game's winners, landing themselves on top of an ump and able to chase down Brad out of this game. Oh dear.
Starting aggressive here. Two players that we've, two teams we saw playing confident in the previous match here. Now we're with Blix again here. They got Mbappe and Lavelinge?
Lave Tinge? It looks kind of like it's got a tail on the T. Lave Tinge from Syrax.
Lavelinge? I don't know. Something like that. Either way, making big moves there. Maybe they can come into chat and correct us on how to pronounce their name. It's always nice that that we do have chat, because we can have people come in, hop in, hang out.
Didn't even notice that chat that the game went down for you, and it was an absolute banger. Let's see if we bring this. Not even sure what happened there.
Bungi in the house. Bungi in the house. Bungi in the house.
Yeah, we should be. Hello there, Fire Dragon. We were casting our hearts out and we didn't notice that the stream went down there. But Fly Me managed to take that second game. There's a battle between them and Inori in the final circle with Wire there too. They pulled out a Storm Empress, broke everybody up, and Fly Me were able to sweep in there at the last minute and take everybody out. The third room, we've just looked at the poll, and it is Sunset. I know it says 50-50 now, but Sunset was winning there. So we are on the third and final game, and that is going to be in Sunset City. It has started up there. It's going to be YouTube at ListerBungi Live, and the password is 11111. And if you missed that, the password is pinned at the top of the chat for you to find easily as we wait for that room to fill up. Sunset City does seem to fill up a little bit slower than if you do a Sunder room. We've already got a Nori in here and rated. As we just wait for that room to fill up. Room is filling up there. We are in a EU server again. And we've got Gogulate in here for this third and final game. Inori and rated. How come? Fly Me back in here as well. So as that room fills up, I'm going to take you over to the break screen. Just go and get myself some water. As I said, we were popping up on that stream that wasn't actually cast there. Unfortunately, I'm not sure what time that came up for you guys. But we'll be back when that third and final room is finished. We're at 30 now. Axel, tell me about it. I didn't realise that stream then. We went off for a little while and it was going absolutely crazy. Getting there quick though, Akazuki. We've got 50 players in there. So the room should be starting soon. And we love the gameplay. Just keep it coming. Pop off in this game. We'll catch you this time, hopefully. That's it. Room number 3. And the final room for tonight is full.
I'll be honest, I didn't think I was going to be able to fill it to 60, but I did it.
Congratulations. 3 cheers for Joshua.
Time to go up. 60 people in here. Ready for some sunset action. The OG, the classic, that's what they call it. And I'm sure it's going to be lead into some good old nostalgic gameplay.
It always is a bit nostalgic and a bit bittersweet in Sunset City. I know people still sort of aren't over wherever this game is going to be going in the future, but a lot of memories from that first year of us casting as well, when it was that LATAM cast, Josh, and where we first got together in this duo. We had
so
all the
much
coverage.
action. We'd have all the action in Sunset City, all the action in Riverview, like just nonstop. Eris Ranch, oh man, like I love this place. Obviously, it's just so familiar. It just gives like you said, so many good memories of our original cast. Like, how can you go wrong? Sanctuary Tower, what a nostalgic place. I've seen that place before.
Yeah, Tin Man as well. That was, and Todd's Hot Rod, often the places that were just absolutely so sweaty.
Oh man.
And of course Carnival, but not a lot of people in these lobbies seem to drop at Carnival.
Yeah.
I mean, when we do pull you over to this game, we'll be able to see that this flight path was actually in the bottom right hand side. Oh
Man. This is gonna be a bloodbath, to say the least, guys. There is gonna be like 2 teams left after the first zone, based off of this flight path. Take a look at this far right zone. Everybody, like, not the whole lobby, but oh man, it's looking rough already.
But damn near half of it. Damn near half of it are going to end up right in Riverview Park, and we are in for the river's going to turn red.
I'm excited to see grabbing a gun right off the rip there. We're going to see Katop here get next to down low here. They try to get the experience, get that additional shield, but it's not looking super ideal. Going to have to finish this with the utility there, running out of bullets. We move over to the other north of them there. And now we see Midagogo here trying to disengage here from Flyme. Doesn't have the best utility, hitting some shotgun shots, getting low, manages to turn this around here. Honestly, Flyme probably thinking things aren't as good as they should be there. We've got their teammate there, 7 Days Boycott, trying to fight out player here. Unfortunately, not going super positively.
Player, though, is down to a slither, and 7 Days Boycott should be able to finish him off there. But oh no, it's not doing well. I probably want to boycott this fight, actually.
Oh no.
He's in it to the end. He's in it to the end. Takes down player, but now he's going to have to deal with his teammate. Gets a knockback.
You can only commit to a boycott for 7 days. Can't really commit, but like to commit to a fight. That's what we like to see. So, Midagogo here playing around the corner there. Honestly, in my opinion, playing a little bit too scared, knowing that they've got full HP there. But maybe they expect that 7 days boycott's got some heals off. But I think they got some damage off earlier with some utility. So even then, I'm surprised. Metal Porgusto here now playing on the aggressive shotgun shots coming out.
Shotgun shells coming out, and he's been in the resource center area, and he's got himself some fire to go with those shells.
Oh boy.
7 days boycott back in the game now, and he's back to his old. There we go, taking down Alex, shot down in the back.
Blimey managed to get their teammate back up there as well. They're probably resurrecting at a different location. Now we got Mr. Redvine here, using that scan to scan so much. They're getting a lot of information. Going invisible instead here. 7 days boycott has information, has that sight. Just gonna try to run up close on them there, because you keep that vision. Unfortunately for Mr. Redwine there, not surviving. Inori's lost one, Katop taking out one, and Harizo taking out one. Good job from Rated N so far.
Yeah, Cyrix there in there. Just you said it was a bloodbath, but we just have come over here to a lot of death boxes. We missed a lot of the action here, but
oh man,
Rated come out on the top of that one.
That does seem like a fun zone though. We got right in the center here, so could pull about just for just about anyone here, and every team should be able to get to zone with relative ease as long as they've at least planned their rotate out here. For now, they're Katop getting their teammate back up there, so it's not just going to be a duo here. They've got a trio going along with them there, and Kawhi here. Getting some information on Team 19 there. They got a beam going out here. You can see COD 4 here trying to close that distance super quickly as Lingbo here. And now with the bull wall coming out, we're going to see a finish onto that one player getting taken out here. We got a duck side rolling off there.
And he just a little behind with that, with the fire. He was proved to be a little too fast for that, and getting a little bit bamboozled there. Freddy runs back into the path though of VMAX's AK-77 and gets wiped.
Yeah, unfortunately, got to turn around after that first negative engagement there, but that happens sometimes. You get a little bit, a little bit scared in those situations. Obviously, VMAX there, taking a chance to just chill, get some loot here, probably swap up some attachments maybe, and hopefully heal. But we move over to Katsuki here. This is somebody that we saw in chat earlier, hopping into this match here. They've got quite a few people around here. Predator getting taken down.
And as we do, Mato Porgusto dives into the building, and it's going to be wanting to look to heal. It got 6 kills to the name, but not the Reaper. Then he's going to go for number 7 there. Nexa gets his head blown off. Oh, he is the Reaper. There we go.
6 kills to his name. There's 7 if he gets that finish here. He's been doing a lot with that utility. There was playing very confident, not going for heals, managed to get the other player down. But now we're back with Rated N there, and they're in a situation here with the North.
Kill for taste.
Yeah.
Mato Porgusto.
I don't know. Maybe it's maybe it's lying to me. That's what it translated to. There's probably maybe some more like literal meaning or something in that, but
I mean, it's a good name. It definitely is living up to that name there.
Ooh, back with Panjay here.
So that means that the Inori lineups are split, while we do have, and he's running up on Fly Me, and Sirax Mbappe. So as players Fly Me, he's going to get him as he attempts to get Sirax up on top of that hill.
Made a poor Gusto swapping out that for that M4 now, dropping the bar. Just gonna be looking like they're gonna try to play a little bit more close range here instead. They've got that shotgun with that Dragon Breath. Always leads to good close range engagement there. Not a huge beam onto Mito Gogo there. Very in the open, so you'd kind of expect it. Thankfully, Cheetah doing some good connection here with that M4 there.
He's going to be able to, not for long though, escape. And Inori are on the horizon here at Riverview.
No.
And I've seen team number 11 rolling in. We'll see if they're able to put down Mato Porgusto, the Reaper here. He stood out in the open. It was really easy for that to happen. It's down to Cheetah. But they've come down on top of him. Is that the end for team? Reaper's where he's been killed. And Inori rolling.
That does seem to be the end of it there. Honestly, just very aggressive play there. Those 2 clean shots there. Honestly, just dispatching him right away there. Always impressive to see when you see clean aim like that there. It's not looking great for Carrot there. Luke's has just got res there, getting taken out. Carrot trying to disengage, trying to hide. I don't expect Inori and Dan to just let them survive, but for now, it seems like they're just going to focus on this other player. They're in zone. They don't really have to leave.
They don't really have to leave, and they've got the weaponry to deal with anyone who is coming. These big open spaces really do play to the strengths of the sniper rifles, as if you're not in a vehicle, you can be picked off pretty easily. Not much you can do if you are caught out in the open.
Inori's definitely done a good job on their rotates. They've got already almost maxed out shields here. Red's coming in on zeroing here, obviously because he got that experience from that earlier engagement. Inori, Panjay has vision on 7 days of boycott there. Very split from Fly Me right now. Probably not feeling the best about it. Getting stunned out here as well.
Oh dear, gets shot down out in the open. And Inori's Panjay gets himself that red shield.
There's a third party here. Interesting. Oh, Mbappe there, catching out VMAX. We saw them earlier as well. Unfortunately getting taken out on their rotate. Now it's yeah, all 3 left alive here. They can rotate north here, or they can rotate to the shots that they hear on the side. Obviously, Nori's got some good cover fire onto Fly Me right now. Dan managing to get a drop.
Managing to get the drop and meets up with the rest of his teammates as Inori Panjay, as you can see on the map there, rolling around. We are in zone, so everyone here is rotating into the path of Anori.
Oh, we already see the Panjay coming out here, getting some damage with that laser onto Nori here. Using it for good coverage. You don't really see that thing come out too often here, obviously, because it's only in sunset. But in general, one of those good things about those robots is you can also bring it with you and then use it as cover there. Rotating. Okay, I guess it isn't Panjay there using that. Oh, but Fly Me kind of playing that cover there. Catching out Panjay in the open. They've got some good utility with the grenades and the stuns there. But unfortunately for Panjay, just as a vision erosion comes out there, the Nightfall comes out, he gets taken out.
That's a very sneaky play there from Fly Me's player. He wasn't expecting, he was running for the only bit of cover in the area, and out pops Snarprov. Bang! And he was caught short.
Probably thought he could rotate down to the side there, get to that rock, and then rotate along like the lower edge, just the side there. That's probably how I would have wanted to rotate it, and unfortunately, just Anori and Fly Me being around there as well, causing that fight to be forced to happen. Exile just on the outside here as well there, so it's going to be interesting to see who comes out on top. Obviously, if you're in Fly Me's situation, you don't want to be there.
Fly Me's found themselves in a very precarious position, but as they do find that Nori are just around the corner, who potentially can get away, and Ranger Assault Rifle flies down onto Exile as they try to come around that corner, trying to cause problems for Inori, but I'm sad's ultimate gravity didn't do that. They are going to push up and around that mountainside as Fly Me does fly through and chooses to fight. My hell, in the back.
Down.
And that was, there we go, and he's able to use those bombs to get out of there now.
Yeah, Fly Me, I mean, in general, they were a little bit split there. You saw, obviously, this player driving in like a absolute madman, trying to play superhero. Grabbed his vehicle as he was disengaging, so going to be able to use it to get a little bit further there. 7 days of boycott down. For now, I guess they're just trying to rotate. They've got a res that they can absolutely use right just here, but they might just decide to play for the opposite side of the mountain. Just have something in between them and Inori is going to be pretty beneficial.
It looks like he has been found there. The vision erosion goes up, the Nightfall goes up. It fends back Inori, but all of them are going to descend down on him now. They're going to wait, though, for that to disperse as he hops out the back.
This is pretty, this is mirroring what happened earlier with his teammate. Unfortunately, it doesn't seem like he has a car with him there. Does get around the side of the mountain here. Hopefully, Zeroing's going to be able to pepper some shots into them there and finish off that rotating player Fly Me. Definitely looks like he's in a position that would be able to do it. And just like that, he's got eyes and he's got two back-to-back shots connecting.
And there we go, the kill effect comes out, and unfortunately Fly Me does not survive this one, which means Inori can rotate and turn into zone and see what they've got in front of them. And what it seems to be is we've got one player from team number 18 and team number 14 as a full trio there, but with a lot less shields though.
Definitely going to be a tough one there. Obviously, if you're in their situation, you're feeling confident that you've gotten to this point in the match, but like you said, that shield disadvantage is going to make it a very tough one there. It's going to be a situation where they get into the fight there, and maybe at the same time, Fly Me comes in here from the side and maybe gets a knock or two. Things could definitely change there, but they've got vision on them already there. 18 kills, they're trying to make this 19. They've got 3 other players besides Fly Me left in there, so potential for 22 kills on this match.
As he drives directly into him, the vehicle explodes. He lands out of the but he's got another vehicle. He's been collecting them with the buddy ball, but they're going to blow that one up too. He's still got a little bit of shield as Carrot and Lucis follow him around the mountain. But Inori is right behind them, so they need to watch out here, Joshua. They might be trying to push for this kill, but Inori's right behind them.
You don't want to be in Fly Me's situation. He's actually surrounded by both sides, players from Team 14, but we see Inori, they've already capitalized. They've already caught one of the players out from Team 14. So now it's a 3v2v1 here. Fly Me might manage to survive here just a little bit longer and get themselves the second place here. We've got Luxus and Carrot there. Luxus is already going down. Carrot's getting followed up here with, he's already lost 2 bars. He's lost all of his shields. And just like that, it's going to be down to a 1v3. And Vinny's playing aggressive. He's already on that forward there. It's a bow v bow battle there, but the battle is majorly going towards Vinny here. And unfortunately, even with the ult coming out here, I don't think it's going to cause enough for him to get back in this. The shield's getting popped here. He does have a little bit of a chance here.
He says, don't count me out. He does. He has to go backwards, and it's that bow on the bow continues. And in comes absolute mayhem going on with the... I'm just
he does manage to get one here.
What's happening here as he got into... I forgot the name of that little vehicle that turns into the Sorry.
Oh, man. Doing absolutely everything he could to survive there. In general, I mean, obviously making that distance there and putting himself in the cubby forces him to take some 1v1s, but the vehicle coming out there and throwing the fire straight inside there definitely has to be intimidating. And I mean, obviously the zone on their back is scaring everyone. So all around, just an amazing game coming out of Inori there, coming out on top, playing very aggressive, focusing on their rotates there. Obviously, at multiple situations, things were looking a little bit rough for them there. They got into situations with Rated earlier on the match there, and in general, just a very, very well-fought game from Inori.
It definitely was. It was a blazing inventory. I was trying to remember the name as just that absolute mayhem happened as all of Inori just piling into that tiny, tiny little area, but he was still getting the hits off on their bow. Well played there by Fly-Me. And it seemingly picked up every single car on the map.
Yeah, I thought that was honestly, when you're playing on this map here, having the what is it called? Syrup chariot? No, flame chariot. Flame truck? No, syrup truck.
The syrup truck, it's called now.
4 times the charm, syrup truck. When you have that syrup on Sunset, you just have so much mobility. Obviously, it does have a limited health bar there, but it gets you around so fast. So picking up multiple definitely is a good car, especially like I said with that small HP bar, managing to use it to rotate even further there. But as we said, 22 kills. Inori, I don't know in general how their game progressed in terms of like the middle game, but their beginning and their end was confident and just all around well played. So definitely nice to see.
Yeah, Inori you'd expect to do well on Sunset just because of how competent they are with getting high ground and using the sniper rifles. They spot you from across the map and you're moving in a way that makes you easy to track. You're going down if it's Inori on the other end of that sniper. So yeah, 22 kills. Well done there, Inori, for that third and final game on Sunset. And that just is... Go on.
I gotta say for Sunset, if there's one thing that, at least especially with that last zone there, it's just that like you could really tell how Inori's experience shows there. Like they were just ready in the one corner of the zone where most teams would be rotating for, and they were one of the few teams that were in zone. So just being ready to hold teams outside on there. We saw Fly-Me and a couple other teams coming into an engagement in that kind of bottom right corner. So just all around good play from them. Nice to see. And honestly, this is one of the last our last custom streams before the big tournament coming in March here. So this is obviously one of your good times to kind of shine, get some clips and stuff like that, but also get some practice and get ready for that as well.
Yeah, and if you didn't know what Joshua was talking about there, I'll just get that up there. The rated collaboration with Legend Scrims is starting on the 3rd of March, and that's going to be in-game. And SM Music, I see again that you're asking for making diamond rooms. Well, those diamonds are going to be in the game there for you. It's going to be 10k diamonds up for grabs with a pretty decent price pool as well of $500 US. And how are they going to get involved with this one there, Josh?
In general, join the Legend Scrims Discord. You're going to find all your consistent information in Legend Scrims. It's legendscrims.com to join that one there. Besides that, the main kind of information that you're going to want to know is that just make sure that you're checking the in-game schedule for the tournament schedule day to day, as well as make sure you're signing up, because I believe you have about 6 hours before the tournament start time to register. and then you have there's that 2-hour window to play, and then and then a half an hour finals. So just make sure that you're ready for those, playing those events consistently, and racking up points for qualification there. There's also additional prizing for teams who play consistently, so make sure that you're reading the tournament information consistently so that you understand everything.
Yeah, and that's starting on the 3rd of March, so look out for that in-game. Is that going to be shown up as a Legend Scrims event, or is it going to have a different logo? It will be so that'll be a Legend Scrims event that you'll see on the in-game tournament there. And as we bring this one here to a close on the NA region, yeah. And I think that's what we've got to say on that one. We've been absolute banger games tonight, absolutely jam-packed, and we will be again here next week. That'll be our first games of March. Unfortunately, we won't have any coverage of the rated collaboration because we don't have any of the in-game observer mode, unfortunately, yet, but we will have that back with the next update, hopefully. But we will be back here next week for more games, so get yourselves in there. Josh, any final words?
No, I think that's it there. I just appreciate everyone coming out, hanging out, watching. Make sure if you haven't already subscribed to Lister here, just so you can come watch every week, because we have a lot of fun doing this, and obviously it's more fun when you guys are around. So come hang out, and we'll see you guys next week.
We will indeed. So until next week, we'll see you then.
Peace.